You were.
Except I was cold.
With this strange man in your bed. Good morning.
Good morning.
So it's funny because it does show. I think that's totally YouTube.
I mean, we've
it
been
does
on for
show,
40 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Weird.
You are live. Thank you, Miss Terry.
So welcome to A1 Vacuum and Sewing's live stream for Wednesday the 17th. Beautiful day.
Happy birthday, Kind Violet.
Yeah, it's our kids just turned 15. You want to come wave and say happy birthday?
Kai's working today. We're like, you know what? Happy birthday. You're coming to work.
It was his choice,
I'm just kidding.
actually.
Yeah, he wanted to. I was like, are you sure it's your birthday? And he wanted to come anyways. He said it would be more fun than doing health homework.
Yeah.
For his online class.
Actually, he's taking after his mom, who chooses work over anything.
That is not true.
Guy's like, yes, it is. So, beautiful day today, 73 degrees.
Yep, high of 73. Where's my pad with my list of things to talk about?
I have no idea. You were writing on it just moments ago.
Oh, here. No, that's not. Is this it?
Okay.
Okay.
This is the story of my life with this one over here.
It's the story of my life. And I always tell Patrick, do you think I want to spend sometimes hours a day looking for things that I've misplaced? I don't, that's, if I could change my brain, because he used to say, why don't you put your keys where, in the same spot every day when you get home? I would love to do that if my brain worked that way. Wouldn't that be nice?
My keys have a home.
Yeah.
And if they're not there, then I freak out and I search for them until I find them. But same with my wallet.
And mine, I just tell him, I got home, didn't I? So you know my keys are here somewhere.
Sometimes she'd call me and make me drive all the way back to the store. And when I'd pull up to the store, she's like, I can't find my keys anywhere. She would have called, because I lock her into the store.
One time.
Because I lock her into the store.
One time.
And
he goes, they better not be in your pocket.
They better not be in your pocket. I say, as I'm walking into the door, and guess where they were?
I never put them in my pocket, so I didn't think to look there. Right? Oh my God. It was so embarrassing.
Story of my life.
Okay, so a couple of things. Let's talk about tomorrow is the beginning of Miss Michelle's 3-day event. We're so excited about that. So the event is on Zoom, meaning that's, you're going to be doing the class there. That's where you're going to go tomorrow morning. Log on at least 10 to 15 minutes early. And that way, if there's an issue, we can deal with it. And we're not dealing with it right at 9.
More importantly than logging on, because there's like a recurring theme here that we're running into. So there are a handful of things to keep in mind. You need to, or the best way to do Zoom is to do what we did on the video and download Zoom
onto
whichever device you're using, because we've run into that where people come in and they're like,
they can't remember which device
I can't get on Zoom, and it turns out they downloaded Zoom on a computer and they're trying to do it on a different device. You have to be on the device that you downloaded Zoom to.
So make a decision. If you're doing it on your laptop, make sure you've downloaded the Zoom app onto the laptop.
Well, and you can't just download it. You have to download it and install it. That's the other thing that we've run into is people are like, I downloaded it, but then I try to go in and do my thing and it doesn't work. Well, once it's downloaded, then you actually have to install it.
So we have a video that Shauna did, right?
And we'll put a link to that in the live stream.
So I'll send it out to all the ladies. And we'll send it out
to all the attendees.
And it's also on the on our Facebook.
It's on our Facebook page.
Under live, in the live section on the left-hand side. So we'll send that to you and make sure that you are logged on and ready to go. And I think Michelle's been in contact with you. If you have any specific questions about the class, reach out to Michelle. You should have received your Zoom invitations, and I will resend those to you every evening or the day before, so you won't get confused with which one you need to be clicking on.
So I did notice something because you'd forwarded me an email from Miss Terry Whitmer regarding
Go, Terry.
Zoom
Go,
and
Terry.
Facebook and all that stuff. But there is something in those Facebook invites where, or I'm sorry, in the Google Calendar invites that talks about a Google meeting. And it's not the Google meetings, it's the Zoom meetings that we're sending to you.
I think that's just like they're trying to
to push
you into,
their
Google Meetings,
yeah,
but we're not doing a Google meeting.
Google meetings. It's the
Yeah.
Zoom link. We'll make sure those are emailed and re-emailed.
And this is the other thing. If you want to view it later, that's when you have to watch the Facebook group, because we can't store all the video on Zoom. So then we upload it onto Facebook. I think there was an error with one of those Facebook groups. So today at some point we will go through and make sure all those Facebook groups are updated. But I was here on Monday, I was here Monday night with Violet, and I had Violet send you all an email with the appropriate Facebook groups. I can't stay still. I'm like sitting here bouncing my paper.
Well, and the microphones are right there, so I'm sure they're hearing that too.
You need to strap me down. Like, I need you to like rope me to the chair.
So, what else do we have to talk about today?
Shauna's doing her IQ class. So we've been doing this IQ Design Center class since the Destiny came out, since the Destiny and the Dream Machine came out. And it was one of the classes that we did when we, as dealers, went to training. And it's been a great class, but we wanted to change it and create something a little bit different. So this is like a sample of what we're doing. And this is something that was that Shauna drew, that she scanned on. So she used the scanner. So if you ever wanted to just scan in like line art that your grandchild does. And then she color grouped. She did fills. She did line properties. And then we put this into embroidery and made it into an embroidery design. Then we brought it in the stamped image, added the quilting. So I feel like it's because we've been doing the class we've been doing has, we've been doing getting you acquainted with the buttons, but this is, I feel like, more applicable to
practical.
what you want to do, like in your IQ. For some of you, I think a lot of you want to use it to quilt. So we're revamping this. We have 3 gals that are going to be doing the class that are little guinea pigs. And I know some of you had also sent me emails saying that you wanted to do the class, but we wanted to kind of keep it small just for this one, because we're probably going to modify it a little bit. And then probably in maybe 2 weeks, we'll let you know, 2 to 3 weeks, we'll let you know that the class is live. If you've taken the other IQ class and you want to take this, you're welcome to take this. It's
That class is gonna book up fast.
Yeah. So, and I think it's something that you're really gonna enjoy. It's gonna be a complimentary class if the machine was purchased through our store, and there'll be a small fee if you're signing up, and because it's be worth it for everyone to take this class and kind of learn these skills, no matter if you're one of our local customers or if you're watching from
Afar.
Watching from afar. Yes.
So, touching base on service, we are within 2 weeks on service. We're about 10 days out. I think they were working on machines that were dropped off on the 5th. There was one more machine in the queue, and then we'll be to machines that came in on the 7th. So essentially 10 days out. We've got some deliveries and some stuff that'll keep us in that 2 week time frame, but we are, you got to stop hitting the table. But we are basically catching up a little bit in service. But yesterday we took in, I think, a total of 16 vacuums and sewing machines. So it's just, everybody's busy, everybody's at home. We are trying to catch up. To clarify, because I did have a bunch of questions yesterday about what's happening quarantine-wise There is no same day service right now because of the 3-day quarantine. We don't touch machines for 3 days when they come in to try to limit the exposures that the boys are facing. And we're doing the same with vacuums. I had somebody yesterday that seemed very upset that was thinking that we wouldn't put a belt on. I'll put a belt on a vacuum. I can always sanitize and stay protected, but we are still trying to limit exposure. So just keep that in mind when it comes to service. I have seen a phenomenal number of machines that are coming in with like 7, 8, 9 million stitches. Like, you ladies have been busy.
You've been so busy
over the break. So it's awesome that you're using your machines. But keep in mind, for those of you who are Baby Lock customers with Love of Sewing, this is less of a concern. But like, we see there are a handful of machines that like to do things like sew backwards, and those can be big repairs if we don't see those machines. And the recommended service intervals for those of you with Baby Lock and Brother machines is 3 million stitches or 1 year, whichever comes in
It'll
first.
Probably be that in other machines, don't you
So
think?
I think
yeah.
I mean, the service interval
and we
in the
work
Baby
on
Lock,
all machines, everything.
So just keep that in mind and look at your stitch count. I mean, I've had folks that are just absolutely floored when their machines come in, and I'm like, you've done X amount of stitches on this machine in the last 7 or 8 months.
West. So, yeah. So make sure you're getting your machine service. It's like a car. It'll make it last longer. Things that have come in. Fans are in.
Fans are here.
I sent out
emails should have gone out to everybody.
What are those things called?
Pickup notifications.
That's what I sent you. So I think I sent out pickup notifications. So those are all here. He's tagging everything right now. All the rulers are in. So the 10.5 by 6.5, the 10.5 squares and the 6.5 by 24.5. Those should all be here too.
The remaining hot rulers.
The remaining hot rulers. So I'm so confused with the hot rulers. If you haven't gotten your hot ruler, and I did reach out to a lot of you, if you haven't gotten it or you're waiting for one or the other, there were the hot hammers and the hot rulers, and I was waiting for the rest of the hot rulers. Will you just reach out to me if you haven't heard from me and just go, hey, I'm still waiting? That would really help me.
And check your junk mail too, because in our online system, it automatically generates and sends out a message. And I did have somebody at one point who called, and I was like, you should have gotten a pickup notification, who when they came in, it was actually said, it had just automatically pushed it to my junk mail, but you did send it to me. So check your junk mail. Add us, and just, I don't think we've ever talked about this. It would be helpful to add the A1 Reno vac and sew at gmail.com email to your safe senders list.
Yeah.
If you add that to your safe senders list, even or to your contact list,
right?
Normally what that'll do is that will keep us from landing in your junk mail.
I don't want to be in your junk mail.
Well, and it was a funny thing has happened. So this online thing and this email thing, and like we've all of a sudden got this e-commerce channel of revenue, which has been fantastic. It's been a lot of work too. The gal who runs our marketing just recently sent me an email with all of our analytics. And the big takeaway from that was you need to send more emails.
That we need to send more emails? Because
people respond to the emails, they're clicking. There's a lot more information online than we've ever had in our Facebook page, our YouTube page, our website. And she's like,
ooh, I have an announcement.
My whole thought on that was, and it's funny, like statistically speaking, you guys like our emails. Like over half of you,
we don't send many.
We don't send many.
People always go, I don't think I'm on your email list anymore. I go, oh no, you are.
Yeah, it's just been 6 weeks since we sent anything. Yeah. But the thing is, when we send them, you guys read them. Like our readership is like 60, 70, 80%.
It's usually very important stuff.
And so I've never wanted to send a bunch of emails because I don't want you ladies to start taking our emails for granted. I don't want to be that store that sends an email every 2 weeks. But that said, there may be some more emails and notifications and stuff like that because the online channels become so important.
So, so we do have, if you haven't heard this yet, we do have the Kimberbell Sugar Plum. Is it the Sugar Plum Jubilee? It's
Sugar Plum Jubilee.
Yeah, the Sugar Plum Jubilee. That is July 30th and 31st, which is going to be the end of next month. And they just called me, Kimberbell just called me to let me know that we are officially booked. It's not on our calendar yet, but we're officially booked for a day at the fair. And that's going to be August 28th and 29th. So
what is a day at the fair?
Oh my God, it's so cute. Do I have the let me see if I can find it. You keep talking.
Ding ding diddly ding 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 diddly.
Stop that.
I feel like a carnival barker sometimes. Like, prepare to be amazed.
I'll get it for
That was the
tomorrow.
biggest letdown ever. We're like, yeah.
Oh wait. I don't think I have it here. I don't have it here. But anyways, it is so cute. And this is going to be a virtual event. So a day at the fair.
Admiring your shirt.
Thank you. I just got my dealer, there's like a dealer package that they send. So I just got that in. So we have to stitch out the samples. I'm still waiting for my dealer pack for the Sugar Plum Jubilee. So that's why there's no samples and I have nothing to show you yet, but I will have amazing things to show you. But so that'll be on the calendar end of August, the 28th and 29th.
Do we have anything like handy quilter rulers?
Why somebody wants that?
Dan McCormick.
Yes. Yeah, I do have some of that. I mean, it's limited. Wait, so I also wanted to show them. Oh, if you haven't signed up yet, you all need something to show a little love because this is coming up 4th of July. So this is on the calendar too. Shauna's going to be teaching this class. It's going to be next week. I don't remember the day. I think it's next Wednesday. Let me look at my calendar here. So just go onto the website and look at the classes. Oh, actually, it's the 24th. So this is going to be...
Which is next Wednesday.
That sounds so far away to me. So next Wednesday, USA. And what I love about these is once you make one, you get the stand, and then you can just
swap it out.
And they're so cute. It just adds a little bit of festivity to your home decor. Yeah.
So, deal of the day.
Deal of the day. Did we cover everything? I think we did.
USA IQ class.
It's another hoop.
Zoom. Oh, some people have asked. I did have a couple of people waiting for.
Did I tell you the 8x8s are in?
8x8s are
Not
here.
all of them. There's a couple. I did an initial order of 10, and then I did another order. So the other order will be here next week. But if you got an email from me, your hoop is in.
And the scan and cuts are supposed to be here tomorrow. Supply chain's been interesting. Sometimes stuff tells us it's going to be here one day and then it shows up 2 days later, or they update us that it's coming later. But the scan and cuts will be here tomorrow. Deal of the day.
Dun, dun, dun. Deal of the day is the 8x12. And I know there's aftermarket hoops. They're not as nice. Get the genuine ones. So this is the brother one. It's the same people that make the Baby Lock one. They're exactly the same. They look the same. Everything that comes, the outside packaging is going to be different. This is the 8x12. I love the 8x12. The 8x12, the 8x8. If I'm doing embroidery, those are probably the two sizes that I love the most. If I'm quilting, I want to go big. You want to go really big. So this is normally
$148.99.
$148.99, and we're doing it for half price.
Half
So
price.
it's half
$74.99.
Woo! Yeah, $74.99. I'm like a sign holder. I'll stand outside on South Virginia like this all day today. You can just drive up.
I've started to see they have
myself
like
up.
moving mannequins,
Yeah.
like automation. Dang.
So, hey Kai, guess what you're doing today? Just kidding. Okay, so that's on the website. So half price That's a great deal. Get your 8x12. I feel like I love the hoops that came with the Solaris and the Luminaire, but I was really sad that it didn't include the 8x12 because I can't live without that size.
Cool.
And now you don't have to.
Anything else to announce?
I don't think so. No, I think we're good.
Cool.
All right. Have a wonderful
Have a fantastic
Wednesday.
day. Happy
And
birthday
be
again,
creative.
Kai and Violet.
And come to the store because we have tons of stuff. Oh, the monopoly. I that was like, people love that, and you should. Everyone should have some monopoly in their collection. I sold completely out. So if you got an email saying it was here, other than that, it was all ordered last night, so it'll be here next week, and we'll let you know when that comes.